Hello all, welcome to UPSC CSAT classes of Kalam IAS Academy. We will continue our discussion and today's topic is of LR section, logical reasoning section, and in this topic actually in this class we will be covering two major topics, blood relations and cubes and dices. Both are very interesting topics and every year at least one questions come from both the topics. So in this class at least two questions will be covered and you will realize these are very simple. Again we have to just visualize things what is happening and no need to remember any formulas to arrive at the answer. So starting with the topic blood and relations. So blood relations are the relationships that exist among individuals who are related biologically. That means like relationship that exist among individuals who are biologically related to each other. This is helpful in many fields like genetics, genealogy, forensic science, and basically the law and order, which as a UPSC aspirant you will be involved in various services like IPS or IRS customs or DANIPS or IRPF. So all these things, all these services require the logic of the blood relation to solve the cases. In a family each person is related to other in different ways. So if you are a family, आपके परिवार में अगर मान लो 4 लोग हैं तो सब एक दूसरे से अलग अलग तरीके से रिलेटेड होंगे. आपकी बहन होगी, आपका भाई होगा, आपके मम्मी पापा होंगे एंड सबके रिलेशन, आप अपने पापा के लिए बेटा होगे, आप अपनी बहन के लिए भाई होंगे, लेकिन आपके लिए वो बहन है और एक जना आपके पापा है. सो इट वेरीज, लाइक द सेम रिलेशंस आर नेम्ड इन डिफरेंट वेज and everyone is related to each other. For example, a person's father is related to him differently from his mother, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, etc. Blood relation can be broadly classified. So there are two types of blood relations, direct and indirect. Direct is directly you are related to a person such as parents, siblings, children or spouse. There is no middleman or intermediary as such involved and you are directly related to your father, mother, brother, sister, your child or your wife or husband. Indirect blood relations are those relations that are related to a person through other blood relations such as grandparents, आपके दादा दादी, grandchildren, आपके पोते पोती, या फिर भांजा भांजी, nephew, nieces etc. cousins यानी आपके मासी के, मामा के, बुआ के बच्चे जो होते हैं वो आपके cousins हो गए. सिंपल है ये चीज़ें हम रोज़ अपनी लाइफ में देखते ही हैं, उनको हमको बस प्लॉट करना है और आंसर निकालना है. To solve the questions of family or blood relations, we can simply make a thing known as family tree. Family tree is basically relating each person through other person by diagrammatically representing them on a chart. So that makes solving the questions very easy. A family, like it is visual representation of the relationships between family members to determine the relationship between different family members. So this is just an example how actually we draw it. We'll solve the questions and then try to understand actually how helpful these are and how easy they are to make. And once we draw these family trees, we can easily see the relationships that exist between the family and arrive at the answer. Moving on. As usual, the best way to practice these questions is previous year questions. Every year at least 1 or 2 questions come from this topic, and we will try to cover different aspects, different types of question that comes, and then once we do that you can easily attempt different types of questions that are coming from this topic. So let's start the previous year question. This is the first question. You have 1 minute. Try to plot yourself, try to understand the relations that are given, and then we'll solve the question. In this question it is given, the question it is asked is, this is a small typo, this is Z brother of X? This is the question. Now we have been given two statements and we have to establish whether Z is brother of X or not. So it is given X is brother of Y and Y is brother of Z. So there are three people, X, Y and Z. It is given X is brother of Y and Y is brother of Z. So Z can be male or female. In any case, Y will be brother of Z. So Y is brother of Z, that means Y is male. And it is given X is brother of Y, that means X is also male because brothers are male. So this X is brother of Y and Y is brother of Z. But Z can be male or female because even if it is female, Y will be brother only, and if it is male, then also Y will be brother only. X, Y, Z are siblings. Statement 2 says that X, Y, Z are siblings. Okay, sibling means वो भाई बहन है, तो ये तो सही है कि ये तीनों भाई बहन है. X is male, Y is male, लेकिन Z भाई है कि बहन है ये क्लियर नहीं है अभी भी. सो इज Z ब्रदर ऑफ X. अब ये पूछ रहे क्या Z X का भाई है. अब अगर Z लड़की हुई तो Z X की बहन होगी, और अगर Z लड़का हुआ तो स्टेटमेंट सही हो जाएगा कि Z X का भाई है. सो दैट इज़ अनक्लियर बिकॉज द मेल ऑफ Z इज़ नॉट क्लियर. वो भाई भी हो सकता है, बहन भी हो सकता है. सो बोथ द स्टेटमेंट्स आर स्टिल नॉट क्लियर बिकॉज वी डोंट नो द whether Z is male or female. So which of the following is correct in respect to the question? Statement 1 is alone is sufficient, no, it is insufficient. Statement 2 alone is sufficient, no, this is also insufficient. Both statement 1 and 2 are sufficient, no, both are insufficient. So answer will be option D. बिकॉज हमें अभी तक यही नहीं पता है कि Z लड़का है या लड़की है, तो उस हिसाब से वो ब्रदर हो सकता है या सिस्टर भी हो सकता है. सो दैट इज़ अनक्लियर एंड वी कैनॉट से विथ श्योरिटी कि Z ब्रदर है या सिस्टर है X की. सो दैट इज़ अनक्लियर in the question. So answer will be option D. Moving on, you have another 1 minute and then we'll solve this. In this question, it is given P, Q, R, S, T, U are 6 members of a family and R is spouse of Q. So R is spouse of Q. We don't know who is husband and who is wife because spouse is a gender neutral term. Spouse means pati ya patni, wife or husband. So it is not clear who is husband here and who is wife here. U is mother of T. U है यहाँ पे और T है यहाँ पे. U is the mother of T, यानी U is female. And S is the daughter of U. That means T की मम्मी U है and S is the daughter of U. That means S की भी मम्मी U ही है. But S is daughter, so that means she is female. It's clear? U is mother of both T and S. S is female, U is female, but the gender of T is not clear because she is mother of T. T can be son or daughter. P's daughter is T. P's daughter is T. That means P की लड़की T है और डॉटर है यानी T भी फीमेल है. एंड P की डॉटर T है, U की भी डॉटर T है. दैट मीन्स P U आर husband and wife. Since U is female, P is male. That is father of T. And that means P is also father of S. P's daughter is T. P's daughter is T and R's son is P. R का बच्चा, R का लड़का P है. P का लड़का नहीं, सॉरी, R का लड़का P है. So that means R is father of P. So father or mother is not clear. R's son is P. That means P is male as we have already established, but male of the gender of R is still not clear because R का लड़का P है. तो R का लड़का मतलब मम्मी का लड़का भी P हो सकता है, पापा का लड़का भी P हो सकता है. So R's gender is still not clear. There are two couples in the family. Yeah, that is clear. First couple is P and U and the other couple is R and Q. Which of the following is correct? Q is grandfather of T. Q is grandfather. Now gender of Q is not known, so we cannot tell it is grandfather or grandmother. So this is wrong. Q is grandmother of T. Again, gender of Q is not known, so we don't know she is grandmother or grandfather. R is the mother of P. R is mother. Again, gender of R is not known, so we cannot say R is mother or father. T is the granddaughter of Q. T is granddaughter of Q. This is correct. You can see her gender is known, so Q can be male or female, but दोनों की जो granddaughter है वो T ही होगी in any case. So answer will be option T. Very simple question. You have to just logically fit in the members with their relations, establish who is male or female, and then if nothing is made clear, then we have to assume that R and Q. No assumptions have to be made, and then here it is still not clear what is the gender of R and what is the gender of Q. So we cannot tell who is grandfather or grandmother. But we can certainly tell who is granddaughter because granddaughter is the one who is female and that is clear from this. So ये दादा दादी या नाना नानी है, ये उनके बच्चे हैं और ये उनके भी बच्चे हैं. So T is पोती और दोईता दोईती जो अपन हिंदी में कहते हैं. D will be the correct answer. Moving on, next question. You have another 1 minute and then we'll attempt. In this question it is given family has 2 generations, consist of 6 members P, Q, R, S, T, U, which has 3 males and 3 females. 3 males, 3 females. There are 2 married couples and 2 unmarried siblings. Okay, so there are in total 2 couples and 2 siblings. U is P's daughter. U is P's daughter. So P and U. U is daughter. That means she is female. Male or gender of P is still not known, and Q is R's mother-in-law. Q R. So mother-in-law means Sasuma. So that means R is female. She is married to son of Q, who we don't know, and so R is female, Q is female, because she is mother-in-law of R, and this person will be male, who is son of Q and husband of R. T is an unmarried male. T is an unmarried male, and S is a male. See, now we have 3 females and 3 males as given in the starting of the question. So first female here in this case, U is the first female, R is the second female, Q is the third female. So, and all 3 females are done. That means P, T and this person are male. Now P, T, basically P is gone, T is gone, Q, R, U are gone, Q, R, U are gone. So S is this person. S is this person who is male. Now, which of the following is correct? R is U's husband. R is U's husband. No, R is S wife. R is S's wife. Now this is correct. That is option B. Because as we can see here, R is S's wife. S is unmarried. No, this is also wrong because S is married to R. So our answer will be option B. So as we saw, again a very simple question. We have to just logically keep on writing the points that are required, and then we can easily arrive at the relations, that the blood relations that exist between a family, and we can find our answer. Moving on to the next question. So you have 1 minute, attempt it and then we'll solve it. In this question it is given Lakshmi, her brother, her daughter and her son are badminton players. So there are 4 people here: Lakshmi, Lakshmi brother, Lakshmi son and Lakshmi daughters. A game of doubles. So in a game of doubles, that means this is the badminton court, the net is here. A game of doubles means there are 2 players here and 2 players here, and they are playing badminton with each other. So Lakshmi's brother is directly across the net from her daughter. So suppose this is the badminton court, this is the net. Lakshmi brother, suppose Lakshmi brother is here, is directly across the net from her daughter. That means they both are standing against each other, and in middle we have net. her son is diagonally across the net from the worst player's sibling. Now first understand how many siblings are there. So Lakshmi and her brother is one pair of sibling. Lakshmi's son and Lakshmi's daughter, this is another pair of siblings. So we have two pairs of siblings. Now it is said Lakshmi's son is diagonally across. Diagonally across means this is diagonally across. Across means बीच में नेट है और जो प्लेयर्स है वो आमने सामने खड़े हैं, और डायगनली अक्रॉस मतलब ये वाला आमने सामने नहीं, ये तिरछा वाला जो आमने सामने है वो है. सो इट इज़ सेड लक्ष्मीज सन इज़ डायगनली अक्रॉस फ्रॉम द नेट फ्रॉम द वर्स्ट प्लेयर्स सिबलिंग. अब ये कह रहा है जो लक्ष्मी का सन है वो उस प्लेयर के डायगनली सामने खड़ा है जिसका सिबलिंग सबसे ख़राब प्लेयर है. तो यहाँ लक्ष्मी का सन वो अपने सिबलिंग, और यहाँ पे दो ही सिबलिंग है और वो अपने सिबलिंग की तो बात नहीं कर रहा है, यानी वर्स्ट प्लेयर सिबलिंग यहाँ पे कौन हुआ, दूसरा सेट ऑफ सिबलिंग है लक्ष्मी और उसका भाई. लक्ष्मी का भाई यहाँ पे है, तो दैट मीन्स ये होगा लक्ष्मी का सन और ये होगा लास्ट प्लेयर लक्ष्मी. अब इसको वापस समझते हैं. हर सन इज़ डायगनली अक्रॉस द नेट फ्रॉम द वर्स्ट प्लेयर्स सिबलिंग. यहाँ वर्स्ट प्लेयर अज्यूम करते हैं लक्ष्मी है, तो वर्स्ट प्लेयर का सिबलिंग कौन हुआ, लक्ष्मी का ब्रदर, एंड लक्ष्मी का सन इज स्टैंडिंग डायगनली अक्रॉस. अभी अजम्पशन है, इसको वेरीफाई वापस करेंगे. द बेस्ट प्लेयर एंड द वर्स्ट प्लेयर आर ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ द नेट. अब हमने अज्यूम किया था वर्स्ट प्लेयर लक्ष्मी एंड बेस्ट प्लेयर लक्ष्मी का ब्रदर हुआ बिकॉज दे आर ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ द नेट. नाउ दिस इज सेटिस्फाइंग द कंडीशन गिवन इन द सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट. दैट मीन्स ये जो हमने सेटअप बनाया वो एकदम सही है. नाउ हु इज़ द बेस्ट प्लेयर? एज सेड इन द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट द बेस्ट प्लेयर इज़ लक्ष्मीज ब्रदर. इसको वापस समझते हैं. सिर्फ इंग्लिश का खेल है और कुछ नहीं है. आपको बस प्लॉट करना है जो दिया हुआ है एंड यू विल अराइव एट द आंसर. 4 जने गेम ऑफ डबल्स, बैडमिंटन डबल्स खेल रहे हैं. लक्ष्मी का जो भाई है वो लक्ष्मी की बेटी के सामने खड़ा है अक्रॉस द नेट. ये नेट है. लक्ष्मी का भाई यहाँ है, लक्ष्मी की बेटी यहाँ है, डॉटर. लक्ष्मी का जो सन है इस डायगनली अक्रॉस द नेट फ्रॉम द वर्स्ट प्लेयर्स सिबलिंग. तो यहाँ हमने अज्यूम किया कि लक्ष्मी इज़ द वर्स्ट प्लेयर क्योंकि और कुछ डिटेल्स दी हुई नहीं है, और जो लक्ष्मी का बेटा है वो वर्स्ट प्लेयर्स का यानी लक्ष्मी का सिबलिंग लक्ष्मी का भाई है, और लक्ष्मी के भाई के डायगनली अक्रॉस लक्ष्मी का सन खड़ा है. द बेस्ट प्लेयर एंड द वर्स्ट प्लेयर आर ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ द नेट. तो वर्स्ट प्लेयर ये लक्ष्मी को अज्यूम किया था, तो बेस्ट प्लेयर क्या होगा, जो लक्ष्मी के बाजू में खड़ा है क्योंकि दे आर स्टैंडिंग ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ द नेट, जो लक्ष्मी का भाई है. तो यहाँ पूछा है बेस्ट प्लेयर कौन है, तो लक्ष्मी का ब्रदर इज़ द बेस्ट प्लेयर. वेरी सिंपल थिंग. आपको बस प्लॉट करना है, एक छोटा सा अजम्पशन लेना है और उससे आपका आंसर आ जाए. मूविंग ऑन, you have another 1 minute and then we'll solve this question. In this question it is given A plus B means A is the son of B. A plus B means A is son of B. A minus me means A is wife of B. Now we have to find what does this expression P plus R minus Q means. Now P plus R minus Q. So first is P plus R. P plus R means P is son of R. So this is R. P is son of R. And R minus Q means R is wife of Q. So R is wife and Q. So R is basically female and her son, basically R is mother of P and Q is father of P, which is male, and he is husband of R. First we solve these two and then we are solving R minus Q. Now it is asked to find the relation. Q is the son of P. Q is son of P. No, it is incorrect. P is son of Q. Q is wife of P. No, Q is father of P. This is also wrong. Q is father of P. This is correct because R is mother of P and Q is father of P. So answer is option C. Again a simple expression. You have to just logically understand what does these terms mean, and then we can find the answer. Moving on to the next question. You have 1 minute and then we will solve it. In this question it is given 4 persons ABCD consists of 2 married couples are in a group. So there are 2 married couples, both the women are shorter than their respective husbands. Okay, so that means there are 2 males and 2 females. 2 males, 2 females, and females are shorter than their husbands. A is the tallest amongst the 4. So A is tallest, that means A is also male. C is taller than B. We don't know C and B are husband or wife. D is B's brother. In this context, which of the following statement is not correct? Now we have to understand. So D is B's brother. So since D is brother, that means D is another male and he is also husband. Now the left 2 people left are B and C, which are the wife. Now since D is brother of B, that means C will be wife of D and B will be wife of A, and B and D are having brother sister relationship. So B is female, C is also female, and A will be taller than B, D will be taller than C, because husbands are taller than wives. All four have family ties. This is correct, because B, D are brother sister, A, B are husband wife, D, C are husband wife. So that means first option is correct. B is the shortest among four. This we cannot establish because wait, it is, we have missed one statement. C is taller than B. Now C is taller than B. That means A is already taller than B, C is taller than B, and D is taller than C. So the correct sequence will be, if A is tallest, then D, then C, then B. That means this is height. That means B is shortest among four. This is also correct. C is taller than D. C is taller than D. This is wrong, because she is wife of D. That means she is shorter than her husband. She is shorter than her husband D. So this is wrong, and we have been asked which is not correct. So answer will be C. A is B's husband. This also is true, because we can see A is husband of B and D is husband of C, and D and B are brother sister. So answer is option C. Again we see, just we have to plot properly, logically think what is given, and we can easily arrive at the answer. Moving on to the next topic. So as we discussed earlier, today we will be discussing two topics. We have completed the blood relations part. You saw that it was a easy type of topic. You have to just logically plot whatever is given and then arrive at the answer. Now our next topic is cubes and dices. Again, this is one of the favorite topics of UPSC, because every year they ask similar type of questions and we have to find answers, and it involves mixing of topics like mensuration that we have studied in mathematics part, or the probability PNC portion of the mathematics part, and they mix question with this LR topic of cubes and dices. So basically basic understanding of both the topics are required in order to solve these questions. So what is a cube? Cube is a three-dimensional figure which can only be made out of square. Cube we have already studied in the mensuration part. So cube is basically a kind of square box in which all sides are equal. A 3D square box which. Now dice or die is a 3D figure with each of its 6 sides facing showing different numbers. These are die और dices. हमें सबको पता है, हम बचपन में या अभी भी एक्चुअली खेलते, पासा बोलते हैं इसको. जैसे कोई भी गेम है, लूडो है, सांप सीढ़ी है, तो उस हिसाब से जो नंबर हमारे पासे पे आता है उतने स्टेप्स हम आगे या पीछे मूव करते हैं. एंड दैट पासा, द डाइस इज अ क्यूब. It has 6 numbers written from 1 to 6 on all 6 sides. So here we can see 3, you can see 5 here, 6 here, 4 here, 5 here, 2 here. So ये सारे पासे के नंबर्स है जो कोई भी हम गेम खेलते हैं, मतलब जैसे कि लूडो है, सांप सीढ़ी है, स्नेक एंड लैडर, that helps to play that games. And a lot of questions are asked on either of these dice or cubes. They can be used to test a student's ability to visualize and manipulate the objects in 3 dimensions. तो 3D में कुछ नंबर्स दिए होते हैं क्वेश्चन में, हमें उनको विजुलाइज करना होता है, एंड देन वी हैव टू अराइव एट द आंसर. सो लेट्स सी सम मोर प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द क्यूब्स. क्यूब्स हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है मेंसुरेशन टॉपिक में. अ स्मॉल रिकैप हेयर. सो एज वी सॉ, it is a 3D figure with 6 square faces of equal size. All faces have equal size. Cube, I'll just redraw it. So this is cube. All sides have length a, like similar size, and there are 6 faces. First, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, and sixth. As you saw, there are 6 faces of a cube. All edges of a cube are of equal length. यहाँ पे A है, सारी बराबर साइज़ की है. द वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्यूब कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग द लेंथ ऑफ वन एज बाई इट सेल्फ 3 टाइम्स. ये हमने पहले भी देखा है, जो वॉल्यूम होती है क्यूब की A क्यूब होती है, विच इज़ A इंटू ए एंड A इज़ द साइड ऑफ द क्यूब. और जो सरफेस एरिया है क्यूब का, द सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द क्यूब, ईच साइड area is A into A, that is A square, and since we have 6 sides, that becomes 6A square. So this is the surface area, this is the volume is A cube, and all edges of the cube are of equal length. Moving on, कुछ properties है dice की. So dice हमने जैसे पहले देखा है, cube shaped object है, which is used in game of chance. Game of chance मतलब डाइस पे क्या नंबर आएगा, इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली आउट ऑफ लक. मतलब वी कैन नॉट ब्रिंग 3 और 5 और 6 एज पर आर विम्स एंड फैंसीज. सो गेम ऑफ चांस विच आर बेसिकली लूडो और स्नेक एंड लैडर, दे आर कॉल्ड एज गेम ऑफ चांस. तो उसमें डाइस यूज़ होता है, जिसे हम पासा भी कहते हैं. नंबर ऑन ईच फेस ऑफ अ स्टैंडर्ड डाइस रेंजेस फ्रॉम 1 to 6. हमने जैसे पहले देखा था पिछली स्लाइड में कि जो डाइस है उसमें 1 से लेके 6 तक नंबर होते हैं. जैसे यहाँ पे 6 है, यहाँ पे 5 है, यहाँ पे 3 है. द नंबर ऑन ranges from 1 to 6 and the summation of opposite face always add up to 7. I'll just bring a recap here. So अगर यहाँ पे 4 है तो सामने की साइड, मतलब इस साइड पे it is usually 3. So always sum of opposite faces will be 4 plus 3, that is 7. Moving on, जब when a dice is rolled the outcome is determined by the face that lands up. जब हम पासा फेंकते हैं, जो पासे के ऊपर की साइड आता है नंबर, वो नंबर इज़ डिटरमाइंड. जो आउटकम होता है इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दी टॉप फेस. सो आउटकम इज़ डिटरमाइंड बाय द फेस दैट लैंड्स फेस अप. Moving on, now we'll try to understand the concept of dice and cubes using PYQs, because that is the best way to practice previous year questions, and we'll understand the different kinds of questions UPSC is asking, and then we'll try to solve it. So this is the first question. You have 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and then we'll discuss it. In this question it is given a solid cube of 3 centimeter side painted on all its faces is cut into small cubes of 1 centimeter side. एक बड़ा सा क्यूब है जिसकी साइड 3 सेंटीमीटर है, अब उसको काट दिया है स्मॉल क्यूब्स ऑफ 9 सेंटीमीटर. हाउ मैनी of the small cubes will have exactly 2 painted faces? How many of the small cubes will have exactly 2 painted faces? So we have a one big cube of 3 centimeter size, 3 3 3. Now it is cut into small cubes of 1 meter side. That means इसको ऐसे काटा है 1 2 1 2. Now if you see, each side is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, and it has been cut like this throughout. So if you visualize it, the entire, like the bigger cube is painted on all its side. Now they are asking ऐसे कितने small cubes होंगे जिनके exactly 2 face painted होंगे. Now if we just draw them again, extending all the sides. Now we see जो भी मिडल वाले एज वाले होंगे इनके 3 फेसेस पेंटेड होंगे, ये वाला और ये वाला. ये वाला भी जो ऐसे होगा तो इसका ये वाला फेस, इसका ये वाला फेस और इसका ये आगे वाला जो फेस होगा वो भी पेंटेड होगा. सेम इज़ द केस हेयर. सो एंड जो मिडल वाला फेस होगा उसके अंदर सिर्फ एक ही साइड फेस, एक ही फेस पेंटेड होगा, ये वाला जो क्यूब होगा. लेट्स कलर इट बाय येलो. सो द ग्रीन वन हैव 3 फेस पेंटेड, द येलो वन हैज़ ओनली 1 फेस पेंटेड, एंड द पिंक वंस, this will have exactly 2 faces painted, that is this face and this face, this face. So we have 4 cubes on the top, 4 cubes on the bottom, and 2 cubes on each side, this and this. I hope you can visualize it because 3D में इसको rotate करना is difficult, but you can easily see कि हर साइड में 4 क्यूब है जिनके 2 फेस पेंटेड होंगे. सो नेट 4 ऊपर है, 4 नीचे है, और बीच वाले, क्योंकि ये डबल काउंटिंग भी नहीं करनी, ये वाली और ये वाला जो क्यूब है और ये वाला जो क्यूब है, दे आर ऑलरेडी काउंटेड इन विद दिस, क्योंकि सिंगल क्यूब है. सो वी सी 4 टॉप, 4 बॉटम, 2 on one side plus 2 on one side. So we have 12 cubes which have 2 painted faces. So आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए. आई होप क्लियर है. मतलब एक बड़ा क्यूब है जिसकी एजेस 3 3 3 है, उसको हमने छोटे छोटे क्यूब्स में काटा है विच इज़ 1 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग ऑन ईच साइड, एंड देन वी आर ट्राइंग टू सी क्यूब्स विच हैज़ एग्जैक्टली 2 पेंटेड फेसेस. नाउ वी सी ये जो बीच वाले क्यूब्स है उन सारे क्यूब्स के 2 फेसेस पेंटेड है, ये वाला ये वाला ये वाला ये वाला. तो 4 ऊपर के, 4 नीचे के और 2 बीच वाले. तो वी हैव 12 फेसेस. मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. यू हैव अनदर 1.5 minute, अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, एंड देन वी विल सॉल्व इट. A cube has all its faces painted with different colors. क्यूब है, उसके 6 फेस होते हैं, तो 6 डिफरेंट कलर से पेंट किया गया है. इट इज़ कट इनटू स्मॉलर क्यूब्स ऑफ इक्वल साइजेज सच दैट द साइड ऑफ द स्मॉलेस्ट क्यूब इज़ 1/4 ऑफ द बिग क्यूब. सो लेट्स अज्यूम एक बड़ा क्यूब है, इसको छोटे में काट रहे हैं. एंड जो छोटे क्यूब है, स्मॉल क्यूब इज़ 1/4 ऑफ द बिग क्यूब. सो इफ़ इट इज़ 4 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग, 1/4 will be, the new cubes are 1/4, that is 1 centimeter long. So we can draw like this. So it has been cut like this. Now each of these is 1 cross 1 centimeter. If we are assuming the full length is 4 centimeter. So ऐसे पूरी जगह उसको काट दिया है छोटे छोटे बॉक्सेस में. And then the number of small cube with only one of the sides painted. तो जैसे हमने पिछले क्वेश्चन में देखा था, हमें now we have to find the cube which have only one of the sides painted. That means जो again corner वाले होंगे, we'll just color them. These corner cubes will have 3 sides painted, 1, 2 and 3, as we can see here easily. This also 3 sides painted, this also 3 sides painted. जो बीच वाले हैं, they will have 2 sides painted, this side, this side, this side, this side. So जो ये edges वाले बीच में जो है, ये सारे दो साइड पेंटेड होंगे. So only ones left are the 4 in the middle. So these 4 in the middle have only one side painted. So we see on one face we have 4 sides. One face we have 4 sides and we have total 6 faces. So we'll have 4 into 6, 24 sides. 24 cubes, sorry. One face has 4 cubes, 1, 2, 3 and 4, where only one side is painted. And since we have 6 such faces, we'll have 4 into 6, that is 24 cubes in total, which will have only one of the sides painted. So answer will be option B. I hope it was clear. Again, just a game of visualizing things and then applying the logic that अगर एक फेस पे 4 आ रहे हैं तो 6 फेस पे कितने क्यूब्स आएंगे जिनका सिर्फ एक फेस पेंटेड होगा. तो ये हर जगह जो बीच वाले 4 है वो ही क्यूब्स होंगे. अब यहाँ पे कॉमन कुछ नहीं होगा. नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट डबल काउंटिंग, बिकॉज वो कट रहे हैं, मतलब बीच में कोई पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं है, सारे क्यूब्स इंडिपेंडेंट है. मूविंग ऑन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अगेन वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. जस्ट try to visualize it and then we will solve it. It is given a cube has 6 numbers marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on its faces. 3 views of the cube are shown below. क्यूब है जिसके 3 अलग अलग चेहरे मतलब बताए गए हैं. What possible numbers can exist on the 2 faces marked A and B respectively on the cube? इस सिनेरियो में जो ये क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है उस सिनेरियो में हमें बताना है कि ए और बी क्या नंबर हो सकते हैं. सो लेट्स ड्रॉ अ क्यूब. It is given the top face is marked 1, the side face, this face is marked 4 and the side face is marked 6. We will just shade them. This face, this face and this face 4. Now if 1 is here, then 3 is one side and 2 is on one side. That means 3 can be this side and 2 will be on the back face, this face. And then 3, 5, 6 are on the adjacent faces. 3 is here, 6 is on the front side. That means 5 will be on the bottom side because they are adjacent to each other. Now the cube is ready for us. 1 is the top face, 5 is the bottom face, 3 and 4 are opposite to each other, 2 and 6 are opposite to each other. Now they are asking A, B and 5. Now one thing is clear, adjacent sides of 5, 1 is impossible because 5 is exactly opposite to 1. So all the options which have 1 will be eliminated because 1 and 5 are at the opposite faces. So as we see, B, C, D, all 3 options are eliminated, only option left is A. Again, very simple question, you had to visualize what is happening and then look at options, because in generally such questions the number which is given and the number opposite, they can never be on the adjacent sides. And once we determine the number opposite to 5, which is 1, you just simply remove B, C, D because 5 and 1 can never be in adjacent sides. So only option left is A, that is 2 and 3. Here also you can see 2 is this face and 3 is this face. 3 is this face and 2 is this face, which are adjacent to 5. Again, a game of visualizing simply and then arriving at the answer. Moving on to next question. Again, a very good game of visualizing how a cube is formed. You have 1 minute and then we will solve it. In this question it is given 6 squares are colored front and back red, blue, yellow, green, white and orange and are hinged together as shown in the figure below. If they are folded to form a cube, इन सब को fold करके एक cube बना रहा है, what would be the face opposite to the white face? Now let's assume the base of the cube is G. फिर let's start folding to form a cube. तो G आ गया, उसके ऊपर let's bring B upside and R को अंदर की साइड घुमाना है, तो R आ जाएगा G के इस फेस के ऊपर, B आ जाएगा इस फेस के ऊपर. नाउ Y को ऊपर लेके आना है, तो Y आ जाएगा इस फेस के ऊपर. फिर W को अंदर की साइड मोड़ना है, तो W आ जाएगा इस फेस के ऊपर एंड टॉप पे आएगा O जो कि क्यूब को क्लोज कर देगा. लेट्स मेक इट सिंपल. B आएगा इस फेस पे, R आ जाएगा इस फेस पे, Y आएगा इस फेस पे, W आएगा इस फेस पे एंड टॉप पे आएगा O जो वी आर नॉट रिप्रेजेंटिंग हेयर. जस्ट टू मेक थिंग्स सिंपल, O इज ऑन टॉप opposite to G. Now they are asking what would be the face opposite to the white face. W के सामने कौन सा होगा? Blue. So answer will be B. C. Blue color. वेरी सिंपल. एक कोई भी फेस पकड़ लीजिए एंड उसके बाद क्यूब को फोल्ड करना चालू करिए. सो वी हैव मेड द G एज बेस. We folded B on top of this face, then we folded this red inside, so red will come here. Then we folded yellow here, so yellow will come on this side, and then we folded white, W towards the inside, white will be on this face, and then top will be orange. So it's very easy to visualize now. W के सामने B आएगा क्योंकि हम उसको वैसे ही बंद कर रहे हैं. So answer will be option C. With this your cubes and dices topic is also over. Very simple questions. You have to just visualize a cube and then solve the problem to get your answer. And I hope like this blood relation and cube topic is clear. Very interesting question. You have to just visualize the things and then you will get your answer. Thank you.